Yo, what's up everybody? It's Diana here. This is more of a serious video, so I don't really know how to go from here, to be honest. A lot of shit has been going on recently, so yeah, pretty much. From what I know, so far with the situation, I just don't really know what to do because my dad's kicked me out before, but I've never been in a situation where I have to leave in 30 days. So I'm just lost. I have nowhere to really go because, to be honest, my family are full of assholes. They don't seem to understand what has really happened. So I just don't really know what to do, really. So let me just start from the beginning on how this happened, at least. So basically, Monday, what day was Monday? What's today? Today is the 18th, I believe. Yeah, okay. So this happened on the 13th. I confronted my dad about stealing a $100 check that was sent to me by his sister, which is my aunt. She lives in Texas. So she sent me about like $100 via check to me. I then confronted my dad about it because, it's my money. She told me about it and she told me to look for it in the mail. And then what had happened was when I confronted it, my dad has a really bad temper. So do I at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, we're both adults. I would think you would have a conversation, like a adult conversation with a person. But at the end of the day, he's like screaming, yelling, cursing. In his exact words, he's like, well, it's not your fucking money. Um, it's my money, my sister, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, like, chill, I did lose my temper a little bit. I did cuss him out back, but like, at the end of the day, you would think if someone stole something from you, you would be confronting them too. Like, it is what it is. So, yeah, and then later that night, I was playing Fortnite. Of course, I wasn't streaming because, first of all, I am still very sick. I don't know if you guys knew about that. I've been sick since I think like a week before Thanksgiving or the week of Thanksgiving. So basically, since November, I had a sore throat. I wasn't feeling too well. At first, to be honest, I thought it was COVID. It wasn't COVID. And then I went to the doctor the week after Thanksgiving. Excuse me. And then I got a COVID test. It came back negative. So then they tested me for strep and I forget. Oh, mono. So they took blood for the mono and they tested me for strep. It came back positive for strep, so I am taking medication for it at this time for that. So that's why I haven't been streaming as much. Plus, on top of that, you guys knew about the robbery slash break-in that happened at Rashad's place the week before this incident happened. So yeah, so there's just a lot of bad things going on right now. Overall, I don't know what to do about this situation. If you guys are on my Discord, you already know that I posted a picture of the eviction notice on there, scratching out my father's name and my last name and my address because no one needs to know where I live at or my last name, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I will show you that in a minute. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Later that night, on Monday night, I was on Fortnite. I wasn't streaming. I was playing with Cal, Demon, and Travis, and all three of them heard my dad harass me. I mean, I posted the video of us playing. I don't know if anybody saw that video, but you guys could hear my dad in the background screaming, harassing me while I'm minding my own business and just trying to ignore him and, play Fortnite with my friends. So basically, like I said, I ignored him. And then I guess my dad didn't like the fact that I was ignoring him. So he called the police on me. The police came. He did lie to the police and said that there was a disturbance. Again, I wasn't doing anything. I have three other people that heard him. And of course, it's not like I could just drop the game and do anything because, like I said, it's Fortnite. As people know, you're in the middle of a fight. You're not going to, just drop what you're doing. And, you know. So I was in the middle of a fight. I have videos on my channel that prove that I was literally minding my business. So it's not as if I wasn't minding my business at that time. Um, so, yeah, on top of that, they came, like I said, they did come. I spoke to them. I told them exactly what happened. I was minding my business, wasn't doing anything. He was harassing and stalking me and doing whatever he needed to do to get my attention. Um, they told my dad that this was a civil matter. If he wanted to, he could go down to the courthouse and file for an eviction. I did get that not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. I got the paper that I'm about to show you. Like I said, I did post it on my Discord with the name scratched out, except for my first name, because you guys already know my first name, which is Diana. Um, Again, no one needs to know my last name or my middle name or my address or my dad's name or anything like that. So, yeah. Overall, like I said, I don't really know what to do because when I did call family, my family is like, well, basically they're just like, like they don't give a shit. They just want me to, in their words, kiss my dad's ass, to just basically do whatever the fuck he wants me to do. So I'm probably not gonna be able to stream anymore at the end of the day. I'm also probably not gonna become a full-time streamer. That's also gonna make me very depressed at the end of the day because that's what I really want to do. That's what I enjoy doing, and that's what I'm passionate about. And it just seems like no one knows what to do at the end of the day, and it's, you know, upsetting, to be honest. Which is, yeah, just how I feel right now. It's just overall pain and depression. So, yeah. But, like I said, I just don't know what to do anymore. Like, depression, I'm pretty sure most people don't know that I suffer from depression. Maybe some do, some don't. Yeah, I was diagnosed when I was 16, and I've had depression ever since. I used to self harm, and I've attempted suicide maybe like 20 or 30 times before. So, and I've been in and out of mental hospitals, and I used to take medication for my bipolar and depression. So, yep. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm just very stuck where I'm at because my family on my dad's side is feeding into my dad's lies about my own well being. Like, first of all, a lot of people, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that for someone who doesn't understand mental health, they just assume, okay, this person is doing X, Y, and Z for attention. Nobody wants to feel depressed. No one wants to kill themselves. You know, no one really wants to feel lonely, depressed, or suicidal at the end of the day. It's just, how the person feels. I mean, speaking for myself, I know at the end of the day, I still feel lonely when I still have a boyfriend. I still feel lonely when I still have friends. I still feel very much just alone overall. But I know I have friends that care about me and what is going to happen to me. But, the overall feeling of depression is you know, just there. Like, I'm over. It's always the feeling of just not feeling happy all the time. Like, I mean, sure, I laugh and stuff, but am I really happy at the end of the day? Sometimes I just wonder why I'm still here and alive, you know? I just wonder that sometimes. It's just how I feel. But, I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore. So, but yeah, so like I said, my family are assholes, you know. They just want me to kiss my father's ass and apologize to him for him stealing money from me. Like, why would I apologize to him for stealing money from me? I mean, I don't understand how people, you know, only listen to part of the story and not the whole story. Overall, overall, at the end of the day, I do hate my life. I do hate my parents. We don't get along at the end of the day. We do not. Um, we just don't get along. It's hard because they don't understand me and I don't understand them. They don't understand me because I am mentally ill. I have depression. I have bipolar, you know, and I'm autistic. At the end of the day, I am autistic. I was diagnosed when I was in kindergarten. I don't know if you guys know what an IEP is, but I had an IEP when I was in school. So, and I was in special ed. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, parents dealing with, you know, a disabled child that I am, you know, it is just what it is. I don't understand, why sometimes people have kids and just don't care about their kids. It is hard. I mean, at the end of the day, I am 23 years old now, and I shouldn't really care, but it still hurts, knowing how much abuse that I've been through all my life. If you're new to the channel, I don't know if you guys have known, but I was abused as a child. I was hit and like bruised up, like purple and blue, till like the age of 18. I was taken out of the house. Child Protective Services was involved. Um, when I was 9 years old, I did live with my grandmother for a while, but since I was going through the depression, and again, people that don't understand mental health just assume that you're crazy. So I had no other choice but to get thrown back into my parents' home because nobody wanted my parents to go to jail. But everybody knew in my family, well, not everybody, but my grandmother knew that my parents beat me to the living shit. I was, yeah, pretty much abused physically, like physically beaten, you know. And on top of that, I didn't have a good life at home. I also didn't have a good life going to school. One, I got made fun of because of my voice. I still get made fun of over YouTube and the internet of how I sound like, but that's just life, people are just mean, but when you're a kid, you don't know what it's like, so it just seems like, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. But, it is what it is. So, I'm just overall feeling like shit right now. On top of the fact that I'm still very sick and still taking medication. But, like I said, I don't really know how to move forward with this situation because it just seems like no one gives a shit. I mean, at least family wise, because first thing I did was call around and be like, I need some advice. But the only advice they could give me was go kiss my father's ass, which, like I said, I'm never gonna do because, first of all, I'm not gonna apologize for someone who stole money from me. Second of all, I'm not gonna apologize for someone who doesn't respect me and what I want to do with my life. And, three, overall, I'm just not going to apologize for the past. I mean, it is in the past. There's a reason why it's in the past. But, I'm not going to apologize for someone hitting me and abusing me, physically scarring me my whole entire life and having me have PTSD. So, yeah, that's never going to happen. But at the end of the day, I just feel like if I end up on the street, I end up on the street. There are wait lists for homeless shelters right now. So I don't really know exactly what I can do in that situation. But at the end of the day, it's just like, what the hell do you want me to do? I just don't know what to do anymore. I just really, really, really do not know what to do anymore. Because it's very hard living already with depression. It's already really hard living with nobody to really physically care about you. I mean, yes, I have friends that care about me, but it's not like, they're here in this area that I live in. They're not, what I'm trying to say, right? So I'm just alone at the end of the day. It's not like anybody's gonna really physically help me, at the end of the day. So, well, I can't really say that, but we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but it is what it is. So I just don't know. What I do know is that I'm thankful that I've met a lot of you people out there. I've met a lot of good friends, but you know, you know, it's just something to be thankful for. But yeah, like I said, Christmas is definitely ruined though, because as you know, not day, last week, Rashad's place got broken into, so I'm definitely not gonna have a good Christmas, that's for sure. And and then this week, my father stole money from me, so yeah, pretty much. Definitely not having a good week, on top of the fact that I was served with one eviction paper. Again, I will show you that in a minute when I'm done talking, but I just don't know what to do right now. It's just sickening that, that you would ever want to kick your child out. But I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for now. I'll show you guys the paper now, so hold on, I gotta cover the names before I do anything for that matter. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh. Okay, so this is what it says up there. This is what it says down here. You can pause the video and read it, but my name is up here. That's why I covered it, because it has my full name and my address. No one needs to know that, so yeah. Hold on, let me move that a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much what it says. Like I said, I can and will post this scratched out on my community tab like I did as of on Discord. Like I said, if you guys want to pause the video and read it for yourself, go ahead. Some of the words are kind of big for younger audience, younger people, but it is what it is. So I just don't know what to do anymore. I mean, a suggestion from other people would be like, I know one person told me to start a GoFundMe page, but I don't know if anybody's really actually going to donate to me or not. But I guess that's worth a try. On the other hand, like I said, I try to ask my uncle for help. He basically told me he would not help me or send me money because he thinks I'm going down the wrong path, because he doesn't agree that YouTube or streaming is a job. Overall, he thinks that this is a ridiculous job, dream, whatever. Honestly, I feel like being born into this family, or even this ethnicity for that matter, I don't know if you guys know that I'm Chinese, but yeah, being Chinese is tough. There are some cases where parents force their kids to become doctors and lawyers and all that kind of stuff. When I was younger, I was forced to play the piano and the violin. Not that I really wanted to play any of those things, But if I didn't, I got my ass whooped and beaten. So I really had no choice in my life. So when I grew older, I resented my parents. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they were bad parents and they don't give a shit. So yeah, but pretty much, like I said, my uncle's not going to help me because he thinks that YouTube is not a real job. He thinks YouTube is just something people do. His advice to me was to go back to college and then he'll send me money. I don't want to go back to college. I wasn't happy what I was doing with my career choices anyway to begin with. I did finish 1 year of college and then I started to work. I don't know if any of you were here when I was working at the movie theater, but yeah, I was working at a movie theater. I was doing well. As time progressed, I was also doing YouTube. And as YouTube went on, I finally got monetized. And then as monetization came, I basically started doing YouTube. I wasn't, it wasn't like I wasn't making anything. I decided for myself, I was like, okay, since I'm working and doing YouTube, and then YouTube made more money than my current job that I had, I then made a decision and it was like, maybe I'll just quit my job and do YouTube. But overall, at the end of the day, like I said, my father, my mother, my dad's side of the family does not understand that I have a job. YouTube is my job. It's paying me. You know, it's legal. And it's a job. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy doing what I'm doing to entertain people. But, like I said, at the end of the day, me and my parents don't get along. My father is throwing me out in 30 days, as you guys saw from the paper. And yeah, pretty much. But yeah, no one gets that part. So can't really go to family for help. Can't really go to family for help at all. This all happened because, like I said in the beginning of the video, or in the middle of the video, I don't know when I said it, but my father and I got into an argument over money. He had stolen $100 from me. He had stolen $100 from me on Monday, which is the 13th. Yeah, the 13th. Today is the 18th. So yes, the 13th, that's all happened. And he stole money from me. He left the house. He came back. He then harassed me. Again, I wasn't streaming because I was sick. Again, I know most of you don't know that I was sick. I've been having strep throat. I had strep throat since like the week before Thanksgiving. It started and then it still was there the week of Thanksgiving. And then after that, I went to the doctor. They tested me for strep and mono and COVID. negative for COVID and mono, and then it was negative for the rapid test for strep. They sent it to the lab, right? They sent it to the lab, and then it came back positive for strep. I'm still currently taking medication for it, so I am very sick. I'm taking like, what is it, like 500 milligrams of amoxicillin. So it's an antibiotic, if you don't know what that is, but yeah. And then the week that I found out I got the test back, that Tuesday, which is like last week, I think. Was it last week? Yeah, last week. Last week, as you guys know, when I posted that other video of Rashad's apartment, it looked like a raccoon ran in there. So to be honest, I'm not having a really good time right now. I'm not happy. I'm not really in a good place. Overall, I'm depressed, angry, upset, and angry, to be honest. But, you know, overall, this is upsetting. So, it is what it is. I'm just overall upset, you know? I'm just overall upset right now because of this problem. First of all, I've had over $1,000 plus things that got stolen from me at Rashad's place that is unreplaceable and irreplaceable, to be honest. And, you know, whoever stole the items from Rashad's place, you know, I hope they're happy, but like, you still did damage to me and the other person, which is Rashad, because of his apartment. So, you know, overall, I'm very upset in general. I'm also very upset that I got sick. Again, people get sick all the time. It's not really their fault, but I feel like I did get sick from going out all the time. I try to at least do a daily walk, jog, run. I mean, I do wear a mask. I'm fully vaccinated. I need my booster soon, but I got sick. Still sick. And then, but like I said, mainly the reason of this video was I was trying to get the rundown of why my dad is kicking me out. Is because he stole money from me literally on Monday. Like I said, it was on the 13th. Today is the 18th. My father stole $100 that was sent to me by my aunt. Again, she lives in Texas, so she sent it to me via check. He stole it from me, talking about it's not my money, and in his exact words, it's not your fucking money. I don't give a shit if she sent it to you. It's my money. Blah blah blah. So yeah, so me and him had an argument over it. Then he left the house because he had a petty 5-year-old, tantrum pretty much. My father has really bad anger issues. He is mentally ill. On the other hand, he doesn't take anything for his mental health. I already know that both of my parents are mentally ill because they were both seen by therapists to get tested when I was going through depression. The first time when I was going through depression, which was when I was 16. So this was one of the time when I was not doing YouTube. I was just focusing on school. School was very depressing. I was going through really bad depression where I was self-harming and attempting suicide like almost every day. That was the time when I was just out of there. Yeah, that was when I was 16, 17, and 18. I really had no support at that time either. Yes, I had friends, but it wasn't like, I don't really know what to say about those people. But again, that's not really the point. I'm just putting a timeline there because that's when my parents got tested for being mentally ill. So, yeah, but yeah, but yeah, my dad left the house with my mother, and they came back. I was already on Fortnite that Monday night. I was playing with Cow, Demon, and Travis. Yeah, Travis. Like I said, I posted the video uncensored on YouTube if you want to hear anything that they're saying. Well, my dad at least, but because my dad was yelling at me in the background when I was minding my own business. I was ignoring him the whole time. I didn't say anything. And he kept harassing me and yelling at me and saying things to me. And like I said, they're all on YouTube, so if you guys want to hear them, go ahead. I mean, they're uncensored, so best believe he is going to curse. So if you don't like cursing, don't watch the video. Just a warning there, for certain people that are under the age of like 16 or 17 years old or something, or if your parents just don't like cursing in general. Um, yeah, so basically, yeah, he kept yelling at me and screaming at me, and I ignored him. Then he called the police on me because he said to them that there was a disturbance in the house. Um, I then spoke to them when I was mid game, and then, well, we lost that game, of course, because I had to stop what I was doing. But they told me what had happened. I basically told them it was about money. My dad stole $100 from me, and that he had a 5-year-old tantrum and basically just, I guess, wants his way. And that's not, how it really goes. I mean, if I ignored you, there's a reason why I'm ignoring you. I don't want to get involved in his childish tantrums or whatever. So I basically, like I said, I told them exactly what happened. And 3 other people heard him. It's not like I'm making this up. Literally, Cal, Travis, and Demon heard him speak, yell, curse, and all that on me. So, whatever. Um, and then before they left, they told him, do not ever call again because this is a civil matter. And if you wanted to, you could go down to the courthouse and evict her. He did that Tuesday morning. I got the paper, not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. So Thursday night. Yeah, Thursday night. I got it Thursday night because I was out with Rashad. So, plus I had a doctor's appointment earlier that morning in regards to my strep. It is not getting any better, so my doctor prescribed me like another medication, like stronger than what I'm already taking. So, that's always good. But yeah, so I received the paper Thursday night. Like I said, I showed the paper already, but for some people who didn't see the paper, I can show it again. Give me a second so I can cover the last name and the address and all that so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Oh crap. Hold on. Okay, that didn't work. Give me a second. Okay, so this is what it says. Again, I'm covering the part where it says my first, middle, and last name and my address. You guys already know my first name, but the way that they wrote it was very too close to each other, so there's no way for me to just, well, I could scratch it out, but this is more easier because I'm also holding my phone and all that, so there you go. If you guys want to pause and read it, go ahead, but that's exactly what it says. Let me know when you guys are done because my fingers are kind of getting tired, but yeah, just let me know when you guys are done. On the other hand, I am on the list for um, the homeless shelter, so we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I also called my job counselor yesterday, so I'm in the process of getting that done by Wednesday. I have to do paperwork again over video chat because of COVID, so I'm in the process of getting a job again, so we'll see how this goes, but still technically no housing because of that reason, so if you guys are done reading, again, let me know. So, or just pause and read, I don't know. But overall, do you guys think that I should start a GoFundMe page? Question mark. The top part, if you guys don't understand what I'm covering up here, is my first, middle and last name and my address. No one needs to know any of that information. You know, I'm not trying to put my address or my location out there, to be honest with you, because that's private information. You guys already know my first name, so I mean, you know, that's enough that you guys need to know. If it didn't show my address or my last name, I would have shown you that, but it is, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna switch it back to my face now because my hand is getting tired and no one is telling me if they're done reading. If you want to, just rewind the video or the live, technically. The live, well, it will be a video later, but you know what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, pretty much it says, hold on, let me show my face. Is on my face? Okay. So pretty much all it says, is that I'm notified that I'm in a violation of a verbal / written agreement. So yeah, I've never been evicted before, so I don't exactly know how this process works, but we'll see how this goes, to be honest with you. So yeah. But like I said, I'm in the process of getting a job, another job other than YouTube. I'm already on the wait list for a homeless shelter. Other than that, I really don't know what else to really do because where I live at is very expensive to live. So overall, it's just very, very expensive. So we'll see how this goes. So yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's all that I covered. Covered, at least for now, you know, with that. Like I said, overall, it's just the fact that my dad stole money from me. And, yeah, pretty much. And that's how this happened because, you know, I ignored him and should I have not ignored him when he was yelling and screaming at me, but, you know, did not want to argue, so yeah, he decided to go down to the courthouse and evict me. So I have 30 days, so we'll see what happens, at least. So yeah, pretty much. All right, guys, I'm gonna go now. Hopefully, you guys give me some suggestions in the comments below, or you know, I'll read through this live chat later. We'll just see what happens. And thanks for watching. Peace.